Okay, so 2025, huh?
Yeah.
New year, got to be new beginnings, right?
Hmm.
I don't know about you, but sometimes it feels like
Mhm.
just another day.
Uh-huh.
But then other times I actually feel that fresh start energy.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
So today we're diving into some excerpts from this potential podcast episode called New Year, New Perspective, Fresh Starts, and Big Dreams.
Yeah, okay.
And we're going to see what we can glean from it.
Cool.
One thing that really caught my eye was this whole idea of reflecting on the past year to help shape your future.
Oh, interesting.
Not just resolutions, but actually like setting intentions.
Okay.
And then they even talk about this whole like 2025 vision board concept.
Oh,
All pretty intriguing stuff, right?
yeah, sounds cool.
What I found fascinating was how much emphasis the source put on reflecting before you even think about setting any goals.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's like you're taking stock of your inner landscape before you even try to plant any new seeds.
Yeah, makes sense.
There's actually neuroscience behind this.
Oh, really?
Studies have shown that reflecting on past experiences,
Okay.
both positive and challenging,
Uh-huh.
it actually helps rewire our brains,
Wow.
makes us more adaptable and
Mhm.
resilient.
So it's not just like, daydreaming about the past. It's actually like training your brain.
Right. It's priming our minds for growth.
Okay.
But how do we actually do this reflection thing in a way that's actually helpful?
Right.
I mean, where do we even begin?
Yeah, good question.
Should we be focusing on our accomplishments,
Uh-huh.
dissecting our failures,
Mm.
or is there a different approach altogether?
Well, the source suggests kind of shifting our perspective a bit.
Okay.
Instead of just zeroing in on the outcome,
Uh-huh.
we really need to dive deep into the process.
Okay.
So think about what you learned over the past year.
Yeah.
How did you actually grow from your experiences?
Mm.
Because even in those setbacks, even amidst the failures,
Yeah.
there's always some hidden nuggets of wisdom.
Right.
You just got to find them.
So the source talks about approaching this reflection with gratitude.
Oh,
So instead of beating myself up over what I didn't achieve,
yeah,
I should be celebrating the progress that I did make.
exactly.
I think that could be pretty powerful.
Oh, it is. It is.
And it actually ties into the concept of self-compassion too, right?
It does.
You're acknowledging your efforts
Uh-huh.
and recognizing your own resilience.
Right.
I mean, think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Think about a challenging situation you faced in 2024.
Yeah.
How'd you navigate it?
Good question.
What strengths did you draw on?
Yeah.
That's a really helpful way to frame it
Yeah.
because it's so easy to get caught up in all the should-haves and could-haves.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But if I focus on what I learned
Uh-huh.
and tap into my own resilience,
Yeah.
that feels a lot more empowering.
Much more.
Which leads us perfectly into the next point.
Okay.
Intentions versus resolutions. I got to admit,
Yeah.
I've always been a bit skeptical of resolutions.
Mhm.
I mean, they tend to fizzle out by February, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
So what's the big deal with intentions?
Right.
Why are they supposedly so much more effective?
So with traditional resolutions, right,
Yeah.
they often end up feeling so restrictive, like
Yeah.
you're focusing on all the things you shouldn't be doing.
Oh, I see.
Like, I won't eat sugar,
Hmm.
or I'll stop procrastinating.
Right.
It's like this constant battle against yourself.
Huh.
But intentions are different.
Okay.
Intentions are about aligning your actions with your values and aspirations.
Interesting.
It's about understanding the why behind your goals.
Okay, I get that.
So, for example, instead of saying, I will lose 10 pounds,
Uh-huh.
a better intention might be,
What?
I will prioritize my health and well-being.
Okay, yeah.
It's a really subtle shift,
Uh-huh.
but it changes the entire feeling,
Yeah,
It becomes about nourishing your body,
Right.
not punishing it.
Yeah. I see the difference.
Yeah.
It's about focusing on the positive actions you want to take,
Exactly.
not the things you're trying to avoid.
Uh-huh.
And it feels more sustainable,
Mm.
like a guiding principle, not a rigid rule.
Precisely.
I like that.
And some other examples might be like, I will be more present in my daily life,
Okay.
or I will embrace creative risks.
Right.
It's all about identifying what really matters to you
Mm.
and then letting those values guide your choices.
You know what? This is really resonating with me.
It is.
I could already see how setting these clear intentions could make a huge difference in how I approach this year.
That's great.
Okay, so now let's talk about something that's always kind of intrigued me.
What's that?
Vision boards.
Oh, yeah.
Some people swear by them.
Huh.
Others find them, a little bit woo-woo.
Yeah, I get that.
So what's your take?
Well,
What exactly is a 2025 vision board?
okay.
And how can it actually help us reach our goals?
I think vision boards are a really powerful tool for manifestation. Okay.
But not in some, magical sense. It's about creating a tangible visual representation of your aspirations.
Okay.
Think of it as a physical reminder of your goals and dreams.
Right.
It could be an actual physical board with images, quotes, objects, or it could even be a digital one.
Gotcha. So say I have a goal of writing a book.
Okay.
I could put images of authors I admire on my vision board or pictures of cozy writing spaces, maybe even a picture of a finished manuscript.
Exactly.
Like that kind of thing.
Yeah. Or if your goal is to travel more,
right,
you might include photos of destinations that really inspire you. It's about surrounding yourself with those visual cues
I see.
that help trigger those positive emotions and keep your goals top of mind.
That makes a lot of sense.
And there's actually science behind this too.
Oh, there is.
Visualization techniques.
Sure.
They've been shown to activate the same neural pathways as actually performing the action. Really?
So you're basically priming your brain for success.
So there's real power in visualizing our desired outcome.
There is.
But we all know that initial New Year's motivation can kind of fade as the year goes on.
Oh, yeah, it does.
So does this source have any advice on how to actually stay the course?
It does.
Especially when that initial enthusiasm starts to wane.
Yeah.
Because, let's face it, life happens.
Right.
It's easy to get sidetracked.
Oh, it is.
One of the most effective strategies the source talks about is actually tracking your progress.
Oh, okay.
Even those small wins,
yeah,
they're worth celebrating.
Absolutely.
Because it reinforces your commitment.
And
it gives you a sense of accomplishment.
It does.
It's about recognizing how far you've come.
Right.
Even if you haven't actually reached the finish line yet.
I like that.
I can see how that could be motivating.
It is.
Instead of just focusing on the end goal,
yeah,
you're breaking it down into smaller steps.
Yeah.
And celebrating each milestone along the way.
Exactly.
And the source also mentioned finding an accountability buddy.
Oh, right.
Sharing your intentions with someone you trust.
Yeah.
It can provide that extra support and encouragement.
It can.
Especially when you hit those inevitable bumps in the road.
It's like having a cheerleader in your corner, right?
Exactly.
Someone to remind you of your why when things get tough.
This has been such an insightful deep dive.
It has.
I mean, we've covered so much ground.
I have.
From the importance of reflection to setting those powerful intentions.
Right.
And even harnessing the visual magic of a vision board. This has really given me a whole new perspective on how to approach this year.
I'm glad.
So here's a final thought for you.
Okay.
If every day could be a fresh start, a chance to realign with your intentions.
Yeah.
What small step could you take today to move towards your vision?
That's a great question.
That's all the time we have for today. But keep that question in mind.
I will.
And we'll see you next time for another deep dive.
Sounds good.